So you might just think this is a regular Cub, but actually there's a really important story about this particular one. I'm here with Rachel Watts. Rachel, this is your Super Cub with your partner Toby. Now what's special about this is it's just transferred from CofA to permit, hasn't it? But that's only happened because you've done a bit of connecting between the CAA and the LAA and helped make that happen. Can you tell us a bit about that?
It's been a bit of a journey,
Yeah.
quite a long journey, and I think certainly there was a lot of people right from the start who said this simply just wasn't going to happen. However, being able to speak to the right people, getting to know the right people through my day job allowed me to try and push this through. So by providing the CAA and the LAA with a watertight case as to why this was a good example to be pushed through onto permit, there had been no resistance right from the start that this was the way forward for this type of vintage aircraft.
Yeah.
But it was actually piecing together all those pieces of information to make that happen. So if anybody out there is thinking about doing it, yes, do it. But you need to be able to gather all the information to prove why it's simply the right choice. So anybody who is thinking about going on to permit, you don't have to. You know, those guys that are on the CAA now, they can carry on doing that if they want to. However, we have got the choice now, and that was something that I very much wanted to give people the opportunity to do in the future, because vintage flying is not the easiest thing to get into. Some people might be put off by the maintenance that's involved, but hopefully we've now given people the opportunity to make that more accessible. We need to get more people into vintage flying, and younger people too.
That's fantastic. And this is basically anyone with a non-Part 21 aeroplane can apply to the CAA. And I think there's a couple of dates, aren't there? One date, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but one date you can just ask the CAA and they will make a decision. Past the other date, the CAA have to go to the manufacturer, don't they?
They do.
That's it. But otherwise, like you say, just make a case.
Yes.
And take it to the CAA, and they decide on a case-by-case basis.
Yes. Now the route and the policies have been put in place to make it happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully now it gives people the opportunity to do that. But I was able to get in touch with Piper Aircraft, and they confirmed that the service bulletin that came out in June 21, that this aircraft was no longer looked after by them.
Okay.
I had some bits and pieces from Univair that an aileron hinge and a rudder cable, those parts don't come with certificates. So if you can prove there's bits out there that are functioning to the aeroplane, then you'll just add into your case all the time. And of course, type certificate's not held, so it was no reason to push back as to why the aircraft couldn't be moved over to the LAA.
Fantastic. And finally, what do you love about the Cub?
What's not to love about the Cub? I love vintage flying, and it's a great opportunity to get up in the sky, and it's great. There's too many things to mention.
Rachel, thank you, and congratulations on making the effort to allow people to do this.
It's been a long journey, but we've got there in the end.
Brilliant.